Got you. So I'm going to be running Harmony through our eye exam today. So first I'm going to start by checking the alignment and symmetry of Harmony's eyes, her eyelids, her eyebrows, making sure those appear symmetrical side to side. And then we're going to be looking at Harmony's eyelashes, making sure that they're not curving into her eye, making sure they're flowing out nicely and that they're equally distributed side to side. We're not noting any like missing patches of eyelashes or anything like that. And then we're going to be observing the the conjunctiva and sclera of Harmony's eyes. So we can just note by visually seeing like here, and then I'm also going to depress the bottom eyelids here. There you go. She looks healthy. And just noting any color or vascular abnormalities, any nodules or swelling that we wouldn't want to be seeing. And while we do this, I'm also going to instruct you to just blink, close your eyes slowly and open them slowly. There you go, good. And I want to make sure she's not goofing around, that they're rising and falling right and left at the same time. So that's normal. Then I'm also going to be checking out Harmony's lacrimal gland. So up here, noting any swelling or redness or unnecessary tearing, and then also her lacrimal sac. So I'm going to gently be probing in there and making sure nothing, there's no obstruction there at all. And then I'm going to be checking out Harmony's pupils. So we're going to go through Perla. So I'm going to make sure that your pupils are equal and round and they appear right to left. They appear the same. And then I'm going to make sure that they respond to light. So I'm going to take my handy dandy little light here and I'm going to put a divide in the middle of your face and have you look straight ahead for me. And I'm going to, there you go, make sure that those restrict and that they do so both sides. So here, same thing. There you go. Good. Good. And I notice her pupil constricting on the opposite side of where I'm casting the light as well, which is good. And then to check accommodation, I'm going to have you look at this pen for me. And then I'm going to have you look at the corner back there. And I'm going to then back at the pen and back at the corner, making sure that Harmony's pupils are able to accommodate for near and far. And then we're gonna go through the H pattern with the pen light. So I'm gonna have you just focus on the tip of the pen here for me, and I'm going to be moving this slowly, and I want you to follow it just with your eyes. Don't move your neck or your body to follow it. There you go. And the motion of her eyes should appear smooth. I'm checking for an astigmatism when I do this. And that looks good for Harmony. And then we're going to do the cover uncover test, checking out cranial nerves 3, 4, and 6 for this. So I'm checking for any strabismus. So I'm going to have you cover this eye while focusing on this, please. And so continue focusing on this, and then I'm going to remove the piece of paper, and her uncovered eye, so her left eye right now, shouldn't move when I do that. And then we'll check opposite side, so focus on the pen, please. And then I'll uncover that, and that's good. Good. So not noting any abnormal strabismus there. Then we're going to go on to peripheral vision, checking out Harmony's peripheral vision. So I'm going to be moving my fingers like this for you, and when they come into vision, I'm going to have you raise the hand that corresponds to whichever side you see it on. So I'll stand behind you and do that. So raise your hand when you can see that. There you go. Good. Jesus. A little confused.
I can like hear this,
oh,
so
okay,
it's
okay.
like it's
okay. So we'll just kind of move them without some. There you go, and we'll test. There we go. We tested that one again, so she looks pretty normal there, besides the confusion of my wrestling fingers, which is good. And then we're going to turn off the lights for these next few exams. This will help us with these. So first, I'm going to check out Harmony's cornea and lens by casting an oblique light across her eye here, making sure there's no cloudiness or anything like that on either eye. That looks good to me. And then we're going to be casting a light on Harmony's glabellar aspect, like so, and just making sure I see the light reflected in the same equal spot in each pupil of her eyes. And then we're going to do the fundoscopic exam. So I have my lovely thing here, which I have calibrated already. And so I'm going to have you continue looking straight ahead. And I'm going to place my hand up here just to stabilize your head. And we're going to look in the back of Harmony's eye, checking out the optic disc and vessels. Looking for color, sharpness of the disc, and just making sure everything looks normal in there. And then same thing here. And she looks good there as well. And so then last but not least, we're gonna turn on the lights to perform Harmony's vision test. So I'll actually just walk you over here. So we'll be performing this test on this eye chart here that you can see on the wall. And I'm gonna have Harmony stand back, and we've measured it out. So right about here, I'd like you to stand. For the viewer, I apologize. All over the place. So I'm gonna have Harmony, I'm gonna instruct her first to tell me like which row you can see clearly. And then we're gonna have her cover one eye. And so first we're gonna be testing the left eye, making sure you're not pressing on your eye at all while we do this. But can you tell me which line you can see clearly?
10.
10? Okay, can you read that one for me?
FDPLTCEL.
Good. And then I would instruct her to try the second line, and if she gets 50% of those right, then that would be her vision, and then we would switch to the other eye and do that one as well.